Ramadan. Every Ramadan is a new beginning for Muslims. The holy month of Ramadan is special in Muslims' spiritual lives, as it is the time to renew one's devotion to God Almighty by performing fasting, giving charity, and performing other forms of worship at the highest level in this month of worship. As the well-known Turkish scholar Fethullah Gulen says, every sound during Ramadan resonates with the promise of a new start, just as every breath gives us a glimpse of a hope for salvation. Iftar dinners, breaking the fast, appear on our horizon with implications for the grand meaning, while whispering some secrets into our soul. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. During the blessed month of Ramadan, Muslims all over the world abstain from food, drink, and other physical needs during the daylight hours. It is a time to purify the soul, refocus attention on God, and practice self-sacrifice. Ramadan is much more than just not eating and drinking. Throughout the month, Muslims are called upon to use this time to reevaluate their lives in light of Islamic guidance. We are to make peace with those who have wronged us, strengthen ties with family and friends, stay away from bad habits. Essentially, to re-examine our lives, thoughts, and feelings. The Arabic word for fasting, sawm, literally means to refrain, and it means not only refraining from food and drink, but also from evil actions, thoughts, and words. The word Ramadan comes from the Arabic root word for parched thirst and sun-baked ground. It is an expression of hunger and thirst felt by those who spend the month in fasting. As opposed to other holidays, when people often indulge in food, Ramadan is by nature a time of sacrifice. A few experiences that fasting offers are, through fasting, a Muslim experiences hunger and thirst, and sympathizes with those in the world who have little to eat every day. Nowadays, many people all over the world need not only sympathy, but also actual food by those who experienced hunger. Hence, through restraining from food, Muslims realize the value of blessing given to them every day of their lives. Through restraining themselves from pleasures of the world, Muslims realize the values of the blessings of God. There are countless blessings that, as humans, we take for granted. The sun rises every morning, and it is free. Air is free. Water is free. Since we have an easy access to these blessings, we don't really recognize their importance for us. Absence of these blessings makes us realize the value of these blessings. Ramadan makes Muslims also realize how weak and needy we are before God and help us attain the state of total submission and obedience to God Almighty. We are experiencing long and hot summer days. At the end of the day, a fasting person is really thirsty and hungry. There is water and food on the table. We are in need, but cannot eat before it is time. The owner of the blessings does not let us. The soul comes to understand that we are not the owner of these bounties, God is, and we are waiting for His command to start eating. Through increased devotion, Muslims feel closer to their Creator and recognize that everything we have in this life is a blessing from Him. Through self-control, a Muslim practices good manners, good speech, and good habits. Through changing routines, Muslims have a chance to establish a healthier lifestyle, particularly with regards to diet and smoking. Through increased charity, Muslims develop feelings of generosity and goodwill towards others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "A man's wealth never diminishes by charity." Finally, an immediate reward of fasting is that the food tastes many times better in Ramadan than other times. Abstaining from food for a whole day gives a rest to the taste buds as well as the digestive system. At the dinner table, a piece of dry bread tastes better than the shish kebab eaten at other times with no exaggeration. This truly makes life more enjoyable for the fasting person. How does Turkish cultural centers promote dialogue in Ramadan? Through family and community gatherings, Muslims strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood in their own communities and throughout the world. One of the unfortunate consequences of 21st century lifestyle is the weakening of relationships and interactions between neighbors and neighboring communities. As a result, people care less about each other because they don't take the steps to know another, which decreases sharing. Therefore, Muslims are encouraged to invite their friends to dinner and break bread with them, even if they have only very little to serve. Through breaking bread together, people have a stronger dialogue and better understanding of each other's values, faith, and ethnicity. This will set an example for our children to follow and make our future a better era to live in. TCC offers 3 types of iftar dinner opportunities to bring neighbors together and create a forum for more dialogue. Iftar dinners at the cultural centers to break bread with attendees from different walks of life and share the patience and commitment of those who fast. Iftar dinner at your place of worship. Turkish Cultural Center's volunteers will bring the food. Some local Turkish American families will participate to create an authentic Ramadan atmosphere. Turkish Cultural Center will customize the dinner based on your group's interest, size, and availability. Turkish Cultural Centers have many volunteer Turkish American families that would be delighted to host iftar dinners at their homes. TCC can assign one of our volunteer families to you. You can experience Ramadan in an authentic and warm home atmosphere. O God, we thank you for the countless blessings that you have bestowed upon us, especially for friends with whom we are sharing our food today. O God, you have prescribed fasting upon us so that we should realize the value of your blessings, to teach us patience, to accept our weakness and needs before you, to discipline our ego with hunger, to experience hunger in order to understand the hungry. Now, we have better understanding of those who are suffering with hunger in Africa and all over the world. Do not test our faith with hunger. Help us to become an embodiment of your mercy to those who need it. Dear God, please bless those who are in need as we are blessed today. God of mercy, we have fasted to seek your pleasure. We believe in you. We have entrusted ourselves to you. And now we are breaking our fast with your food. Forgive us our past and future sins. Show us the real blessings in the hereafter, that you let us taste the lesser examples of here on earth. Please do not forsake us in this life and in the life after. Amen.